Hey, what's up guys, Bro here, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another video. So today we're back, we're on Roblox, we're playing Grand Button Incremental today, and Pierre has dropped many comments asking for this game. So today, the time you see this video, would actually be day 7 of him asking. However, he now no longer needs to ask, because his ask is now a reality. It's no longer a request, and you could say that request has been fulfilled. Anyway, enough yapping. Let's get into it. So I have no idea what I'm doing. This game is something I've never played before, and it seems like it says now playing at the bottom, so I'd imagine this is like music or something. So we'll see if I get striked or not. If I get striked, then you won't hear it. If I don't get striked, then of course you will hear it, assuming it is actually music, because remember, if you've seen these videos before, you know I can't hear the game sound. If you haven't seen these videos before, then now you do know I can't hear the game sound unless I put my earphones in, and I don't know where they are. They're actually not on me, so yeah. Anyway, I digress. So let's get started then. So it looks like you passively earn cash and you get multipliers for the amount of, you can put that cash into multipliers, and then it just means you get more cash back. So let's see how it goes. So typically with these games, the scale rates are garbage. So like for example now, let's see, so is that 8.5? So if we do 30 divided by 5, we get 6, okay? So if we do 6 times 2, we get 12. So for 30 cash, if you manually upgrade it, it's easier to do this. I know it takes longer, but like for dollar for multiplier value, it's much better. Okay, it just reset everything. All right, I did not know that was the case. If I knew that was the case, I would have just gone for this. So ignore what I was about to say. These are definitely the way to go. So just go for the higher one, okay? That's what you need to do, guys. All right, so let's go for this one. We should just be able to rotate quickly between a few of them, because I mean, we're just going to get up to the point now to where we are able. Oh wait, we get XP at the top. I can also yeah, I can one-shot this now basically. So we're immediately getting this going, which is good to see. The font on this game, I really don't like it too much. I mean, it's probably just me being me, but it seems a bit too blocky. I know it's obviously the default textures and things, or the way the games are now. This is quite a popular style, like grow a garden, for example, but I just prefer normal text. Maybe that's just me being a boomer, but yeah. But anyway, I digress. So far so good. We're about to hit 1000 multiplier, and there we go. We've now managed to hit that. So we'll just stand on this button right now and see how much of a difference that actually makes. Okay, we can do this one, but it's not really the quickest, but it's actually pretty good. So we'll keep it going. All right, so far we're doing okay. We are still level 3 at the moment. Or I say that like I've said that previously, but we are currently level 3 at the moment. So we do have the ability to teleport. We've got statistics. We've got settings. So we'll just leave everything as it is. And we do have the shop, so discount on gifted game passes. So out of curiosity, how much is the difference? 10%. Oh, not bad. So that's that one. We do have runes, which are these right here, so we'll be looking at those shortly, I'm sure. And then daily rewards, we'll go ahead and claim this one straight away. We do have codes, but I don't know what any codes are, and that's too late to look for them right now. So yeah, not too bad. So far we're doing okay. At least in my opinion. That's what I'll tell myself. All right, so we can eventually get this one. We are able to use it right now, and it is boosting our multiplier up significantly. So we're about to close in on 500,000 right now. Boom, we've already hit 500,000. Does this one work? Yep. What about this one? Like, is this one going to... Okay, maybe that's a bit too... Oh no, we're getting it actually. It's a decent rate. Quicker than I expected it to be. So yeah, we'll absolutely take that. Let's just go to the end. Let's see how this works. Does this one work? Or am I just coping? Yeah, definitely not. We'll go for this one. So we'll just see if this one works, which it obviously is. So we're up to 21 million or so, 25 million right now. We'll go up to about maybe 50 or so. That should be quite good. All right, cool. And now we should just be able to use this one. Okay, we've already hit 100 million relatively easily. And then lastly, we can now go for this one, which will probably push me up to the billions at some point. In fact, we do have these. So these give me rebirth points, which I'd imagine is... I don't even know. Let's see what they do. What's this? I don't even... Okay, this is like a rune, I guess. Okay, we are opening runes, but I don't know what for what expense. At what expense, even. So... I mean... I don't know what's going on. What are we getting? I mean, is this the basic one? Which rune is this? I'm sure that's a rune, right? It has to be. Yeah, it is. Got to be, surely. So... Okay, it's not any of those ones. It's not any of these ones. None of that. Surely it's the basic, right? Bizarre. I'm not really too sure. But anyway, we've got something from it at least, so we'll see if we can step on any of these, which we cannot. Alright, let's see. Oh, it's sacrificing XP, I think, or it's giving me XP. Oh, we're getting XP for it. We're getting actually 2 XP. Oh, 4 XP right there. 2, 3. Sorry. Yeah. Looks like the XP just varies. Pretty cool. Alright, so I don't even know what's going on with that one. Let's just stick to this then. And we currently now get rebirth. So we seem to... Okay, I get it now. So we farm multiplier in order to get more rebirth, which passively starts generating me multiplier and probably boosts my multiplier as well, which in theory, of course, boosts my cash because that's what multiplier does. It boosts my cash. So that's how this seems to work. We should be able to get a decent amount of rebirth fairly soon because I now understand the principle behind it and the logic behind it. So we'll just come over to here. I think this is a good one to stand on. It seems like you can actually stand on a few ahead of where you actually are. Or maybe I'm just getting lucky or it's some form of event or something. I'm not really too sure how it really works, but we're just going with it anyway. And yeah, we can actually get this one going relatively quickly. So we've got weather boosts activated. I don't really understand what they do. There is a guy here. And... oh wait, there was a code. Use code halfway to 1k. Alright, let's give this a go. Where are the codes? Game codes. Can we try it without following? If we have to follow, we'll just leave it for now. We'll do it at a different time, but... oh, nice, it did work. Alright, cool. So we got 1 hour of 2 times stats, and it's automatically applied. So that's pretty cool to see. It's going to help us out a bit, of course. So we'll go for it and use it. Well, we have to. We have no choice, basically. So compared to that guy, I'm an absolute noob. And yeah, he has 2,000 buttons and I have 700. So I guess he's got some form of rebirth or prestige or something. Or I don't even really know. But regardless, we'll figure it out. All right, so let's go up to probably about 100 billion. I think that would be quite good. And then, of course, it will still passively generate. I don't know whether that scales up or not, but if it does, we'll soon find out. If it doesn't, then fantastic, I guess. So nice, we've hit 100 bill. Let's run down to here and see what we can do. So next button at 102. Sorry, 121 even. All right, let's see what we can do then. So 121, we should be able to get there fairly quickly. So nice, we've done it. All right, so this should now be maxed, I think. So let's see what happens. Oh, it just scales up, I guess. Or maybe that's down this lane right here. So we get Ultra for rebirth. So what do we do? 50? I don't even know. Oh, okay, 4.1 trillion. Let's just go for the Ultra then, I guess. Because that passively generates me rebirth. And then we could just get more Ultra. So in theory, if I just stand here, we farm infinite Ultra. Nice. So we're doing okay. We can't quite get onto this one yet. Because we don't quite generate the billions of rebirth at the moment. So I guess as this scales up, we should be able to potentially get more. So if we now do this, would that generate that? Yeah, so it does. Okay, cool. So now we're farming everything, I guess. So yeah, we're farming everything below what I'm currently on. So not too bad. I mean, I guess we could do the same for this one and get Omega. So yeah, not too bad. Okay, we can't quite afford to maintain this one, so we'll just drop it back slightly. And at the moment, I mean, we're doing okay, right? I think we are, surely. Am I doing this right? I'd like to think that I am. So, okay, now we can make our way over to... ooh, relics. Okay, so we can roll these. We need 15 of these, like, purple points, I believe. Purple tokens, yeah. So maybe we can buy one of these. Okay, I don't quite have enough yet. I don't even know how you get them. So we'll revisit that shortly then. So let's come over to here. We can get some insane. And now, yeah, we don't seem to get any Omega anymore, which is rather interesting. And then our Ultra is significantly dropped as well. So it seems that whatever my... Bizarre. I don't understand what's happened. Everything's just suddenly decreased by a landslide, I guess you could say. So let's just manually farm some, I guess. So we'll come over to here. We'll get a bunch of this. So we're up to like 68Q right now. We'll just... Oh, sorry, we're not. Sorry, 56Q. I didn't even see the other side of it. Alright, so we've got 150Q right now. Let's come over to here. And just claim this one, I guess. We can farm this infinitely by the look of it. So that's good to see. So we'll go up to like... I don't even know. 500? Okay, there we go. 500's been achieved. Now we'll come over to here. So we're currently on... I don't even know which one this is. This is... Ultra. Okay. So we're on 40 odd Ultra. So then in theory, we will go for maybe 100. 100Q seems good, I think. So, yeah, nice. We skyrocket up slightly. Alright, so we're on 100Q Ultra. Well, we had that anyway. We're now currently on Prestige, I believe. Yep, Prestige. And we've already got more Prestige than we had Ultra. So, we will take that. So, we're now currently on 200 trillion Omega. So, we'll try and get this up to maybe like 500 or so. That might be quite good. And then we'll see if we can get any more of the insane. So, we currently have 17. So, let's see how this one goes. Alright, so there is a gumball machine. We can't use this. And now, we do have upgrades. So, upgrades are costing for crystals, sorry. So, I mean, we could buy the rune speed, but again, it's pointless. We may as well just boost up crystal gain because it takes crystals to get the crystals, obviously, like I always say. And then in this case, now we may as well just come over to here. So, we're on 32.9 million insane. And then I guess we could just farm this infinitely, maybe? Okay, so we're on... Yeah, we're getting next to none. Okay. So maybe we just go for extreme. And then see how this one plays out, maybe? So, alright, we've got the extreme one going. Oh, you can spend... Ooh, okay. That's rather interesting. So, over here it says we can spend 80k Omega to get some grass runes. So why don't we just farm a bunch of this? Because realistically, all I have to do is just work it back and farm these. So nice. We can now do this. We can now do this. Get these going. And then now we're at the end. So we'll farm this up. We've basically got infinite right now compared to how much the rune actually costs. So let's make our way over to where that grass rune is and see what this actually ends up giving me. Okay, so we are getting some runes from it. Good to see that. So let's see what they actually do. So this is the one I thought I was opening at the beginning, but I guess it isn't. We'll revisit that one soon. And now we're just getting all of these right here. And we did manage to get one tree, which is probably the best one in this rune. Well, it has to be, unless there's any secrets. So not too bad. And yeah, we do have infinite runes we can open, remember, because we have infinite Omega compared to the cost of it. So it's just 80,000. And we have 51Q. So, yeah, you can see how that one goes. And not too bad. Alright, so what we'll do then is we will now just wait 1 second. What does this bit do down here? I don't know what this is. I've got 415 million of these things right here. These relics or runes or something. I don't even know what they are. Relics, perhaps? So, is there anything to do with relics? I'm sure I've seen... Yeah, here we go. Relics. Okay, definitely not this. Or they might be. Are they runes? I'm not really sure. Maybe it's... Oh. Well, I'm actually blind. Alright. Let's just open a bunch of these as well. So how many of these do I... So I need 400 rebirth. We've got 4.1s. So yeah, I think we're doing okay for that one. So not too bad right there. We'll just open up a bunch of these as well. So I have no idea what I was stood on earlier. We'll try and get either the legendary or the secret or the mythic or something. So we'll see how that one plays out. And if I can get it, that would be good. But then again, I'm not really prepared to endlessly sit on these runes for an entire lifetime, because otherwise it would just be a waste of my time, because I don't know what they really do. They just focus on certain stats. Okay, so the rare one is, sorry, the legendary one is still rather rare, even with the 10 times rune luck, but that's expected, of course. So what we'll do is we'll open these up no more because I'm bored of waiting on the rune. And now let's see what this one does. This is the forest prison. So I don't know what it does. It just gives me XP, I guess. And then I still don't understand what I'm gaining from it though. Because I don't know. I feel that I'm jumping ahead with that one. Alright, so we've got this right here. This is called Gamma. So okay, let's just see what we do. Do we have Gamma tokens? Is this what these are? I think that's what these are, right? Well, they have to be. How have I got so many? Okay, I don't know. I just have billions, I guess. Maybe I just am meant to have this much anyway. Maybe I guess I do. Alright, let's just keep going with this then. So we'll just upgrade this as high as we can, because as you can see, I'm getting 80 odd billion right now. So whoa, that's getting expensive. Alright, let's go up to this level. I think that's quite good for now. So next up, we should probably go for Rune Bulk. Oh no! Alright, let's just... we'll try and keep ourselves together right now. Let's just upgrade to max everything. Alright, so there we go. So we're looking okay at the moment. We should be able to get this upgrade right here. And that's good to see. So, Gamma. Okay, so we can get some of these. So these give... Opening this special rune will give... Okay, not bad. So we should now be getting more Gamma tokens for Jade. So I guess we are. You can already see we're on 1 Q all of a sudden. So we've definitely skyrocketed with that one. And now I guess we can just open up these again. So is this a rune? Gamma 1. Okay, here we go. So yes, you can see what this does. This just gives me... Oh wait, prisms. Am I blind? I'm sure that wasn't there earlier, right? Or did I just not click it? Probably me being me, not clicking it, but either way. So we get some form of gem boost. We do now get gamma boosts as well. So we're farming Jade right now. We'll probably go up to like 500 just so it's at a decent number right there. And then that should be quite good to see, because then in that case, we do of course get 500 times gamma. So 1 to go. Boom, we did manage to get it very easily. And now we can just come back over to here. We'll just reinvest everything straight away, because why not, I guess. And there we go, nice. So we've done that. We currently have 0 gamma, and we are now farming it back up again. So let's come over to the relic. So let's buy a relic. We get 1.1 times rune luck. So is that equipped, or do I have to do something? I guess it's just equipped. So we'll leave that be then. I guess it's just the one that shows on the screen is the one that is of course active. So we'll keep that as it is. Alright, so far so good. Let's come over to here, and I've realized that I can't even buy any of those. I'm jumping the gun a bit. So now we will simply just farm some of these insane things. So we're currently on extreme, sorry. So we're getting about 1,000 extreme per drop, or just under, sorry. So not really great, but I mean, we'll take it for what it is. Let's just see if we can get this one anytime soon. Yeah, okay, that's definitely not the play. We'll stick to the one where we can quickly get it, because then we're actually getting things, and it is of course much more efficient to instantly unlock these. So we need 470,000 insane in order to get that upgrade right there. And we just don't seem to gain it at a rate that's quick enough for me. Does the grass rune give me insane points? Like a boost for insane? It does. So plus insane, insane, and insane. So I think we farmed this one for a bit, because that's probably what I just need. So, all right, so what are we on? So we're on 800k right now. We will try and get this up to the points where I can just one-shot the next button. As you can see as well, the amount of runes we get is actually boosting the amount of extreme we're getting as well. So that's good to see. And then that just means in this case that we are able to just continuously farm it, and it should be easy to do. So nice, 1k already, really good to see that. We're closing in on 1 mil on this one. And sorry, 10k even. I don't even know where I said 1 mil. My mind is just reading the million from this bit. But anyway, let's just see how it goes. So we're getting 200k on this one right now. That is crazy. You could say that's insane. That's an extreme amount. Okay, I'll find a door. I'll find my way out. So, all right, so 300k. Let's just farm this for a bit because we are now able to get a decent amount, hopefully. And we still don't get enough of this, though. I feel that we should be getting more. Oh, I need Omega, don't I? I need to get the other ones. There's maybe... What's the issue? Do we get Omega from any of them? No, not quite. I mean, yes, we do, actually. We do, but just not enough. It's not really prioritizing those, is it? So, okay, that's rather interesting. So, what is this? Ascend. So, okay, you can ascend if you wish. So it's a bit... Yeah, you can just ascend as long as you want to. So I currently get 1.3k angels. It's probably best to hold out for as long as possible, which I completely understand. So in this case now then, what we'll be looking at doing is... Oh, we can open this. Wait, how many... Wait, what? Oh, extreme. I need... Ah, I get it. Alright, so let's try and get a bunch of extreme right now. I mean, I just need more insane, don't I? So we should be able to... We need 31 million for that one. Or just 800k... Sorry, 800 million for this one. So now I just need 20... Yeah, I need 20k extreme. We'll just quickly farm this. It won't really take too long. I mean, we're getting a decent amount from this one anyway, as you can clearly see. We're currently on 1.36. Basically, we'll just round it up right there. And that isn't too bad. In fact, we'll try and get it. So that should jump up to 1. Yep, nice. There we go. I should have gone on that one. All right, so there we go. So not too bad. We are now able to get another rune over here. I don't know what these ones really boost, but again, we'll just see how they go. So they gave me a sky rune this time, which actually gives me a ton of extreme, super, and hyper. So not too bad. And now let's just go back to where we were then. So I know the play with this is to probably just actually run over all of the buttons endlessly, like this. And then you can see that we're just boosting everything up right now because this is the way to do it, by the way. Obviously, the way I'm doing it is just the lazy way. And I wouldn't really recommend to do that because, as you can see, we have already made significantly more progress by not being lazy. So, yeah, don't be lazy. Put in the work. So, all right. So here we go. So we're up to 35 million hyper right now. We can... actually go for... Oh, we need angels in order to unlock the frozen area. So maybe we just do that. Let's do that. I know it's probably not the play, but let's unlock the area. And that should hopefully do something good for me. Maybe. Or is that a troll? We'll soon find out. Alright, let's ascend. Let's get to 3k first. 3k angels. Oh, that's a bit far away. Let's go for 2.5. In fact, let's just do it now. Who cares? Alright, so what do we get? So we get a 24 times stat multiplier, which is crazy to see. However, what that does mean is I now have to go back to the beginning. And let's see, how do we even open this area? Can I not open it yet? Oh, the barrier just falls down. Alright, so we're now entering the snow biome. And I've got a feeling that we can't really do much. Yeah, I thought this would be the case, which is fine. I don't have a problem with that. Oh, we can buy these. Alright, cool. So we get Prism Look and Prism Bulk. So we'll just leave those for now because I'd rather just increase my multiplier. We do have quests, which is pretty cool. So we'll revisit those at some point in the foreseeable future. We do have ranks, which is something we can't do quite yet. And I was about to say, where did you find your level? And then I remembered it's right at the top of the screen in front of my own very eyes. So that's that. All right, let's quickly just get a bit of momentum going again. I do want to try and get back to where I was. It shouldn't really take too long, so we now get a 24 times multiplier, which will of course help tremendously. And I've noticed that we can still open these. We did keep our level upon the ascension, and that's pretty good to see. So not too bad, right? All right, so let's just get a bunch of these going right now. We can actually just simply... I don't even know where I am. All right, so here we go. So we're currently on 1 million. We're currently on 10 million. We're currently on over 200 million. We're currently on 1 billion. We're currently on several billion. We're doing really well. I just completely trolled because yeah, I shouldn't have done that. But now we can just come over to here, farm this endlessly, actually move up a bit to this one, in fact to this one already. And is this instant? It absolutely is. And then now to this one, and lastly to this one. Okay, so we're looking good. We are able to instantly get the next max one as well. So we'll farm this endlessly. And then we did get some of these like crystal things. I don't know what they're for. These like gem things. So nice, we'll keep them. I think I've spent some already. My mind's gone completely blank. But anyway, I'm focusing on getting these back up. So now we are able to already buy the next max one over here. So we will actually go for that. These are what they're for. Let's just go for rune speed because we were farming earlier. So we may as well just get that slight boost to rune speed. And as you can see at the moment, let's see if my relics reset. Did my relics reset? Nope. That's good to see. So you keep your relics upon ascension, which is quite nice. So really glad about that, in fact. And now what we will need to do is try and get up to trillions of insane, which shouldn't really take too long because we're pretty much there already. And then as soon as we get to 1.1 trillion, we will unlock the next max button on this line. And now, yeah, we do slow down. Oh, wait, nope. We are back to where we were, pretty much. All right, so really good to see that. Not too bad. So we should now be able to farm extreme. We do need 100 trillion, which is rather extreme. So in this case now, what we're going to quickly do is we'll open up a bunch of these, like a second. Okay, definitely not worth it, but we'll go with it. And now we'll farm a bunch of these because this is one I don't actually have yet. And we may as well just quickly get some. So we've already got the atmosphere, which is one of the rarer ones by the look of it. So that's good to see. We've maxed out all of the tree. We've unlocked, sorry, all of the grass ones. And then we still need the legendary, and we still need the mythic or the secret or the hidden one, whatever you want to call it. So not too bad. Let's now make our way over to where we were previously and see what we do need to do over here. So we now need to farm hyper. Okay, so let's get this one going. We currently have over 100 trillion. We may as well just go all in and spend. So there we go. And I guess we can farm this one endlessly, which is quite nice to see because it means that we're just getting a bunch of hyper right now. And then I guess we could come over to here. We can't quite go into that area yet, I don't think. So we'll just leave that be. That just looked really strange. Okay, we have unlocked it all. All right, cool. So now we're on this side. I don't even know how we're on this side, but we are. So nice, we'll keep that going. So we're currently on this one. Maybe we just... What do we need for the next one? So 800 billion. And then 2.6 trillion. And I currently have... What am I farming? I don't even know what I'm farming. Supreme. So we may as well just wait for the trillion, the 2.6, because we're on 2.4 right now. And then we may as well just claim this one right here. And I think I've just trolled. Did I? Maybe? All right, let's just see how this goes. Okay, we're back on track. Yeah, definitely not. All right, really good. So we're back on track, guys. That's all that matters the most. So we'll now come over to here. And then I guess we can farm this one infinitely. We will just quickly drop back to over here, perhaps. Maybe this is the play. I feel that I'm missing relics and it's slightly screwing me over right now. Actually, not really. So, okay, we're looking good. We may just have to drop back a second just to get some progress again. But now, as you can see, we're able to farm this back up to max. We can already buy the godly one. So that's good to see. We can, in fact, already max out this line. We can, in fact, max out the next line. And pretty much most of this line. So we just need to get to 642, which we've already done. And we've already done it, guys. Nice. So have I completed the first area already? I think so. I think so. Not too bad, right? Not too bad at all. So, all right, so far so good. Let's just keep the momentum going. And now we will simply just go for a bunch of this. We'll probably just go up to 1 trillion. And then we'll see whether we can go to the next area or not. Maybe we can, maybe we can't. So if we can, fantastic. If not, then I'm not really sure what else I need to do. Because this is the end of the road for this area. Maybe we need to ascend. So maybe we can do an ascension. But anyway, we'll get up to 1 trillion. We're currently on 800 billion. Not too far to go right now. And then as soon as we can get there, we'll dive into the next area and see what we need to do in that one. So this game seems rather straightforward at the moment. I'm sure it'll probably get significantly more difficult with time. We can actually look at this, so I don't even know what this is. Okay, this is just some form of... I don't even know. What am I spending to open this? I don't even know. But we managed to get some right there, so not too bad, I guess. Let's just quickly level up. Nice, level 9. All right, cool. So we hit level 9. Let's run over to here. Quickly just do this. Okay, cool. And now we can make our way over to the next area, I think. And this is all looking good to me. So we can see the buttons are already lit up right now. We will simply just start the process in this zone just to really see where it takes me. In fact, we've already completed the first line. Not bad. So now we'll come over to this one. We'll just get a bunch of this. And then we should be able to farm this line back up to max again. And then with the boost from this line, we should be able to do the same. Perfect. And then we can already max out this line. And now we're coming down to this bit. The permafrost. And now, sadly, we seem to be not necessarily back to square one as such, but we just have to do a bit of manual farming in this case, which is still fine. I don't mind it, but it's just not as instant as before, probably because the runes are non-existent for this area. So, we've managed to get up to the max level permafrost. We can now make our way over to here, the hailstorm. So we've got a bit of hailstorm going right now. And then we can just actually get one of the tundra. Do we get one tundra? Apparently. Oh, sorry, one avalanche. A bit of avalanche. Let's just get some avalanche. All right, maybe that was a bit of a troll. I think I've just overcommitted right there. So probably not a good play to do. We can actually get lunar relics for angels. And now I'm basically back down to here again, which is not great. Where's frostbite? So this is frostbite. We currently need 250 million to open one set. So what we'll do in this case then is come over to here. We will farm this to max. Perfect. We'll just get a bunch of this right now. And then we can come over to this one. We've basically got infinite of the frostbite right there. Oh, we did get this. What was this? I didn't even know what that was. Oh, a free chest or something. I didn't even see what it gave me. I think it appeared there, but by the time I went to look, it already unfortunately had moved on. So yeah, not meant to be in that case. But anyway, it's still good. We'll take it for what it is. And now we are pretty much good to go, I think. So let's come back over to here. We'll just we'll manually farm this line. Okay, cool. So we're making our way up. We are able to just open up some of these. And now the brightness is extremely high right now. All right, cool. So we'll make our way back over to here, the cyber relic. Let's see what this one does. Okay, so 90 purple tokens. So we definitely can't afford that one. All right, so there we go. We've got a bit of this. We'll get some more of this. And now we can actually farm the avalanche relatively quickly. Or not really quick, is it? But I mean, it's something. It's plus 300. Is that really making any difference? I don't think so. So yeah, we'll just come off that one for now. All right, so not too bad. We're able to get permafrost relatively quickly there, because beforehand, if you remember, we had to basically go back to the start of this world. In this case, now we've managed to just get back to permafrost very, very quickly. And in fact, we can actually get icicles. So we'll get some icicles right there. We are now back down to... I don't even know. I think I've just griefed. Okay. All right, maybe not. Okay, I think it's not as bad as it looks. We'll just go over to this one then. I guess we have to farm this one. And then this should hopefully boost me up a bit. Nice, it definitely is. So we'll see where we're at. We can go up to this one right now. So, okay, we can now go up to this platform, this button. And then now we are able to go up to this one as well. So the weather boost has ended. We are quite far ahead, but I think the play now is to probably just farm this line right here. And that's what we'll be doing in just a second. So let's make our way over to it and see how far down we can actually go on it. All right, so we can actually just farm this, but I'd look at it infinitely. So we're currently farming Hailstorm, and my Hailstorm is jumping up quite a bit, as you can see. So we can't quite get that one though, which is rather interesting. But we should actually be able to maybe just come up to here. Okay, so this one is the one we need. We can actually somehow max out this line, which we'll go for. And we have now hit the end, maybe. So, all right, not too bad. So I think we've made some really good progress today. Let me know what you think. If you are new to the channel, do subscribe, check out my other videos, drop a comment. I do see every comment, I do read every comment. I might not reply to the comments, but I definitely will read it. So thanks again for watching. Check out my other videos. Like this one if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.